Well, guys, I got a few new additions to my home. I kept saying this is what's underneath that those yoga mats. So that's why I keep it covered. This guy is a freezer. My dad got it for me for $10. $10. It's already frozen in there. Dude said it was from like the 80s. I have a Sunbeam mixer. It's also got another bowl, but I was using it. I got a glass juicer. And doggone it, when you tick me off, I slam the phone down on you. I also have one over here. I got them from a free box because this phone actually has a jack right there, and I thought, you know, my wall just needs a phone. So I'd be like, oh yeah? Oh really? Really? You want to sell me some insurance? Right? Dang! I slammed the phone down. Actually, I just thought, what a weird... I mean, it's not weird because this is an old house. But just a weird little fixture to have nowadays. I just thought, yeah, let's embellish it. Why not? I got a whole bundle of clothes. Some of them I'm fixing. Some of them I'm just tossing. Because a lot of it came out of the free box. That little dresser right there. Same place I got... and yeah, that's some of my loot that's in there. Same place I got the freezer. That little plastic dresser, which is like $30, brand new, was $1. And then for like $2, and it's still going. It's been like, I don't know how many hours. I have like 7 or 8 of these little lanterns. They're little. And they take a tea light, and that tea light's been burning for, I think, about 5 or 6 hours. My cat can't go up there and sniff it. So if I want candles or something. Why are you yelling at me now, man? 8:07. You have a frickin' hour, dude. Meh. Anyway, they came with like 6 or 7 of these. And they just... Well, I just pinched my shirt in it. But they open up. Put the tea light in there and you light them. And then I got a bike pump. But it's one of those ones... It's not one of those ones you could do this, but you have to pump it with your foot. I also got a mystery box. I can see what's on the top. And I kind of just glazed over what's on the top. But Pam and I really love mystery boxes. And it might be one of her memories too. But when I was a kid... No, not that. When I was a kid... Let me see. Boxes like this were filled with buttons. I'll show you what's in mine. Like my frizzy hair today? Sewing box. So, my story about that is, those were filled with buttons in our house. And I would sit there for hours and sort through the buttons. I would sort through the sizes and the colors and the shapes. And I would sit there and pull them up with my hand and listen to them tinkle back down into the tin. And it was just like, it was like a mystery box every time. And I'm so sorry about my hair. It's been raining. So we get full effect. But anyway, I can kind of glaze to see what's over the top because it's a sewing kit. But what's inside? Pam and I are going to find that out together. And then I got to check out the inside. Dang near free a Stanley thermos. This thing has a lot of memories too. Not this particular one, because, I mean, I got it at a yard sale, right? But these have a particular memory to me too. Wow! Oh my gosh. It's like brand new inside. Well, those used to be metal. But my dad used to carry one of these with him. And it was always the green Stanley. So that man knows tools. That man knows tools. And this would be a tool. So yeah. So now I probably got the best thermos on the earth. And I got it dang near free. Let's see, the mixer was almost free. It was in one of those donation-only garage sales. The glass thing I think she gave to me, the glass juicer. Dad says, juicers? Like that are probably the most expensive way to get juice you can think of. And I thought, well, okay. I think we'll just put this thing here. I was gonna do it, but you couldn't see me do it. That's what those were for. Oh, and these little magnets. I got a whole set of them. They're seasons. So I got 3 on this thing, and I got 2 on that thing. Donation only, almost free. Most of those clothes you see were free, and I got them either because I liked the way that they might look on me, because most of them are small. But I got them because I thought, okay, I would like the way they look on me, but I'd also like to alter them. So most of them being too small is what I wanted. I got these paints for like 50 cents. I got this for like $1. Those are both. This one's original price, the paint, $15.99. It was on sale for $9.59, and I have no idea where. But it was, and I got that for 50 cents. And this, $9.99, and I got it for $1. Anything else? I have this big old piece of giant styrofoam that I need to get rid of, but I needed a box, so they gave me that. Squeaky, baby boy. Do you know how many swear words I would like to tell you right now? A lot. I got a few books. I actually got a couple of hymnals, which I've always loved hymnals. Oh, and I got a silk hat to sleep in, which needs to be washed. I've always loved hymnals, so. Okay, I got How to Do Just About Anything. Let's go get this. I picked my nose. Did you see it? Oh, there's one of my lucky pennies. I found pennies, nickels, dimes all over the place. I kept looking on the ground, and like the other day I went to Is it Family Dollar? Family Dollar to get some crunchy cat food. Remember I told you I had to get crunchy cat food? I might not have told you that, but it's been a minute. I've been trying to get ready for Journey to come in and inspect my home. I've been getting ready for the fact that Pam's going to be here. I've been getting ready for the fact that there was this 2-day long garage sale thing that we like to go to every year, and that's where I got all of these things. So it's been a minute since I've been on here, and I apologize for that. I'm so very sorry for that, but frankly, I got a life and I got things to do. What was I gonna do? I was telling you about my books that I got. I only got like a few of them. There we go. There's some light. I got How to Do Just About Anything. Complete book of home remodeling. See, I got a bunch of fix it yourself. Turn that light off. I got a couple of hymnals. One's from 1939, and it's about this thick, and I'm keeping that one. One's from 77, and I'm going to give that one to Pam. I got this book from Alana. It's called Louis L'Amour, the world's best-selling Western writer, and it's called Phelan. She says, "Are you going to read that?" I said, "I don't know." Auntie was nosy in the garbage at the library, and I saw this one book just sitting there on the top, and so she said, "Oh, you found another book?" I said, "Yeah, we'll just add it to the stack because it was donation only too." I said, "Yeah, we'll just add it to the stack." And now that I have it home, I'm like, well, it's right there next to the toilet where it belongs. But I was like, free book. She knows it's there. She probably knows somebody took it, because she's like probably saving it for herself for later. Aunt Tay. Well, it is where it's supposed to be, at the toilet. So, I was going to lift that freezer up and try to put it over here, but I don't think there will be enough room for their food over here if I do that, and they're used to their food being on. So I think I'll just leave that rack like that. Cats don't like their food. Cats don't like their food area messed with that much, so especially these picky mother truckers. I got this wallet, which I love because this side I put my phone and charger and stuff in. And that side's got my cards in it. Win-win. That was another donation only thing. But really, mostly the stuff I got, I tell you people, nobody does it, but you gotta be looking in the free boxes, and you gotta be figuring, well, you don't gotta anything, okay? This is how I get all my bulk bunch of stuff, though, is I go to yard sales and I look in free boxes. I go to resale shops. Sometimes they have free boxes. Sometimes they just have them full of Bibles, which I don't need Bibles. I don't need any of that. But, Sometimes they've got trinkets. Sometimes they've got necklaces with pieces that you want off of them that you could sew onto a shirt. That's if you want to be creative with your clothing. Me, I'm wearing a blouse for a skirt, so I tried to make pockets. I'm probably going to try to sew those closed. I don't know. What I did is I cut the sleeves too short to make it into pockets, but still, if my shirt's long enough, who needs to see that? I'm fixing a pair of jeans. It's a pair of bell-bottom jeans. They're just a little too... They fit me elsewhere, but around the waist, no. So, this is what I started with. For fixing it. Which, yeah, okay, it's okay. And it's uneven for sure. So I am going to take it off. But I decided to do some other thing for the edge for it. And that pair of pants will probably go with... I found a Cheerio and I was going to eat it. And sorry, guys. Sometimes I do that without even knowing that I'm doing it. And it wasn't a Cheeto, it was a Cheerio. This shirt, which I got purposely, it's a little bit too tight, but it'll go with it. But I got this on purpose because it reminds me of Ernie. And then I got these pants. This dress looks so cute, except for I have my bulgy belly. So I would probably wear some sort of... Because I feel uncomfortable. Not because you would feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable with it sticking out like that. I feel vulnerable and I feel exposed. So I would use a tummy shaper. Again, because I feel uncomfortable. I feel like it doesn't feel pretty to me. Somebody else might look at that and go, oh, yeah, not too bad. Whatever. I didn't ask you. Because I'm not really here for your comfort. I'm actually not even really here for my comfort. I'm here because my parents loved each other very much, at least twice. Because there's two of us. Well, there's my sibling and me. And then I have a couple of brothers and sisters that were... I have one that was adopted, outright adopted, okay? That's my sister who lives in a different state. I do not need all of these lights. And then I have a few brothers and sisters that were just basically became part of the family. When I speak of my natural born sibling, it's usually just sibling. Or you'll hear Karen. Because that's what she is. But, again. So basically that's the loot. I found books and clothes and art projects, and I found little things for the little kids to play with. I mean, it's not really anything that would thrill me. I mean, they kind of do. I found these little cups of Play-Doh. I have some little packs of crayons. I thought these were neat as heck. Let's see if I can... Here we go. These little... They're straws. And they have little apples and stuff on them. I thought the little ones would like that. And then... I know these are for drinks. All the little kids know these are for drinks. But these are little... Well, all the people my age know these are for drinks. They're little, let's see if we can get them open. They're old, you guys. So I don't know if we can get them open anyway. Oh, there they go. Little umbrellas. I thought the little kids would enjoy them. And then again, I know these are for alcoholic drinks. Just about anybody my age knows these are for alcoholic drinks. But I also used to love them when I was a kid too. So I had a pack that was already open. I got like 5 or 6 packs of these. And yeah, my shirt here, it has stains on it. And guess what? I'll probably fix it too. This is the greatest angle, ain't it? But yeah, I thought the little ones would enjoy those. At least the older little ones, Journey and her cousin Linda, would probably enjoy those. The little ones, I'm not giving them gifts yet. I'm not gonna walk up to Pam's grandbaby and Autumn's grandbaby and say, "Here you go, here's a present." You don't even know what a present is yet. But Pam's granddaughter Linda is old enough to notice Aunt T didn't bring me something, but she brought you something. And I ain't playing that game. We don't play that game with little kids. You get something for one of them, you gotta get something for all of them. Well, again, the other two aren't really conscious about getting stuff. They're just like, "Oh, yay, a box," you know. These two, no. These two, no. On top of that freezer being there, since I've stated many times before that I don't really use my oven, it's right there. I have room to turn to do the dishes. I have room over here to cut things. Like, everything needs to be wiped down. Coffee is the glitter of the kitchen. I've spilled coffee in here. Okay. So I have my stove. Well, my freezer and then my stove. That counter I can cut things. This to wash. And yes, I do have a lighter, by the way, and that's how I lit that candle over there. Dishwasher. Not microwave. And then all my pills and tools and stuff go up in the cupboard. And again, that's exactly what's underneath the yoga mats, and that's why the yoga mats go there. But it's been raining out, so I put them outside to rinse off. Free wash, I don't have to do the job. The reason I got 2 phones, honestly, is I didn't know if the one flat one would hang up on the wall, and it doesn't look like it's going to. But I knew the other one would. And I just thought that I would rather it be like a green or a yellow or like a retro color, but it's not. That's okay. You win some, you lose some. I kind of call that a win because it was what I was looking for. So right now I'm fixing them pants. Those pants are bell bottoms still. I could have fixed the one pair with the other pair, but the other pair, it fits me, but like there's a gap. Like I can get it closed, but like one of the buttons is missing for the closure. And honestly, if I wore them, unless I lift my shirt up and show you, you can't really see that gap is open. But what I might do is cut that part off and sew a pair of shorts edges or something around it. I don't know, that's just kind of weird stuff I do. I gotta turn that heat down. It's warm in here. I thought I was getting curtains the other day in a bag, but I got a whole bunch of linens. And guess who's going to be wearing a whole bunch of linens? There's like, I think 8 of each of those, and I could make a blouse out of both. There's the brown ones and there's the black ones. This one's already starting to become a sleeve. But I thought I was getting curtains so I could like hang it up in between the 2 sleeping areas. But no, they're table linens. They're napkins. What am I gonna use them for? You notice I basically don't have a kitchen now that I've got all that storage. another reason I crowded it in there, I have enough room to move around in there and cook and do what I need to in there. It's basically a rotating kitchen. Behind the bike is the dinner area. So if I move that bike, maybe in the living room, we could put like 4 chairs around that table and 4 people can have dinner. So, cool, man. Did I need to, oh, I know what I needed to do. I need to go get my coffee. I know I always need to go get my coffee. I got this one thing in a box that I don't know what it is. It says it's something about a battery charger. We'll figure that out too. I'll Google it. And it looks like you could just stick some batteries in it and charge it. It might go to something too. I don't know. I also figured out my little disc lights. One of them wasn't working. And it was one of my brand new ones. So I unscrewed the thing and I stuck a regular battery in it. You can use it as a battery operated lamp. Nice. Yeah, see, this one wasn't working, so I stuck. This is a rechargeable battery out of one of them, but it was off. Now it's on, and the battery fell out. Excuse me for this. I spilled coffee over there, but when she had this bed, she didn't take very good care of it. See? On. And then off. On. Whoops. Yep, on. Off. On. Yeah, see? So you can battery operate some of them if they've got a big enough hole for it, I guess. Off. But I'm going to try to rig that up to do something. Some of them have slots for AAA. Oh, squeaky. That's how, yeah. See, my yoga mats are out here getting all. That one really needed it because all that right there was on it. So I'm going to have to find a way to hose it or something. My garlic. My aloe, this poor thing. Oh, maybe it's drowning. Maybe I should take it in or do something to it. I'm going to go. It's probably going to die on me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it in the house somewhere where it can be dry and stuff. So, and save for that one that's in there. All the rest of these, I got 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 12. But save for that one. My, I guess, collection is growing. And this is what that aloe is sitting in. Meaning it had too much water. So, I put it somewhere where I would forget about it. Maybe I'm giving it too much attention. He wants his food. You're a cranky old man. What do you have to say for yourself? Nothing? Cranky old man. I slammed the phone down on you. Oh, and I didn't just get like those straws and stuff for the little kids, though I knew they'd get a kick out of them. Anybody can play with those. I mean, I like them. So it's time to feed these guys. So yes, that's where Aunt Tia has been. Aunt Tia has been busy getting ready for everybody. Figuring out where things need to go. Figuring out what's savable, what's not. In all these plethora of clothings and findings and stuff. That candle finally went out. It was going for like 6 or 7 hours. Basically stuck in creative mode while trying to accommodate other people's wants and needs, which is fine. Not a big deal. Just trying to figure out how to fit all of it in. So anyway, basically those were my finds. That's what I did. We went garage sailing the first day. My mom, my dad, and I. And there was going to be a loophole where they went and got my daughter and she spent the night, and we went out again the next day for a meal and this, that, and another thing. And I thought, she doesn't really want an overnight. That's why she lives somewhere else. I mean, you obviously have your own place because you want to live alone or with the accommodations that you're living with. So I suggested, why don't we go get because Mom says, all the good stuff's on Fridays. Well, she was having a procedure. My daughter was having a procedure done that needed to be done. Well, it needed to get moved to another time now, but it's still, potentially there was a procedure she needed to have done. And Mom's like, can she just move the doctor's appointment? I'm like, no, she can't do that. Well, they did for her, but still, Mom, really? So I suggested that we get the good stuff the first day and then go get her for food the next day, and that worked out pretty darn good. I did one frivolous buy, and they were $5, but now I have the whole entire set. They used to have a smell to them when I was a kid. They smelled like this weird 80s plastic. 1987. California raisins. I have like the entire set. And then there's two collector's cards. This one is a lot of style. It's a girl. Or I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot of style. And this one is Buster. And so I have those. And I have like a bag full of California raisins. And I don't know what to do with them. But I do know that I have a bag full of California raisins. I got these. But the remote has a certain amount of batteries it needs. And these need 3 AA batteries just to make them work. I'm like, well, we'll figure that out. Maybe Dad has some sort of trick on how to rig that up to... I'm always playing with electricity and I really shouldn't. I'm not an electrician. I'm just an electrician's daughter. Oh, I have some more coffee. Coffee. Reminds me of George of the Jungle. Coffee. Chop. I don't know if I'm allowed to quote things like that. So, I guess I'm going to get on off of here. And I'm going to go do a bunch of sewing and crow sewing is what I call it, because I'll do a few chains and then I'll sew it down. I'll do a few chains and I'll sew it down. And then that gives you loops on the edge to be able to sew into or crochet into. Just something, I don't know if I learned it somewhere, who I learned it from, something I just started doing one day. Just started happening. So anyway, that's how I'm fixing those pants. Well, actually, how I'm fixing those pants right now. So I'm going to take all of that out of there because it's uneven. And I'm going to put an applique on it. That one's just a simple one, so. And I'll probably do that to the one shirt that I want to go with it. Though there's several shirts that I would want to go with it. So. I'm going to go. I'm going to go start sewing. You guys have a good day. I'll see you later.
Hey, Grandma.
What, Mom?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You.
Ooh.
Hello.